arrests, or 101, I apologize, arrests for looting, 41 other arrests for miscellaneous things they say could come up in any situation. Now, there have been, at this point, 14 confirmed deaths in unincorporated Dade, and 1 in the city, so that gets you 15. Now, there have been published reports and other reports of other deaths, but those would be handled by other jurisdictions. And again, they're only confirming at this end here 14. But as you look at these scenes of destruction, the fear is that once search and rescue teams are able to sift through the rubble and go through these areas, that number, unfortunately, will climb in both of the number of those hurt and those who have indeed been killed. So that's what we have here right now. Again, we're waiting on an 11 o'clock news conference where we hope to have updated.
Having a home and being part of a neighborhood and a community are probably just not going to be there for a long, long time.
And obviously it's very difficult when the guy next to you has his house in shambles and the guy next to him has his house in shambles. Sure. There's just not enough builders to go around to get the job done. Sure,
and I think that's where the coordination is going to have to come in, and that's where this federal disaster money is going to have to start pumping into South Florida immediately.
The number is 579-6613. Call that number, 579-6613, and you can find out what your hours are going to be. The Dade State Attorney's Office will be opening on Monday. Miami will open its building and zoning office from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. to help process permits for home repairs. That'll be at 275 Northwest 2nd Street. All of Miami's mini city halls will be open today from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. The phones aren't working that well, but there will be people in each office. We have word of laborers and carpenters needed. I imagine we'll be hearing a lot of this in the future because obviously there's an awful lot of work that needs to be done and a lot of places that need to be fixed. We have one call going out for laborers and carpenters. Jim Gore at General Contractors, Inc. The number there is 876-0069. This is for laborers and carpenters who are looking for work. They are looking for you. 876-0069, that's the office number, or you can try 793-3738. We also have a way for anybody who's out of touch because the phone lines are down to get messages out. Advanced Telecommunications Corporation is offering to provide a free message service for people in the South Dade area who want to contact their friends and relatives. They're trying to set up message stations in shopping areas and shelters to help victims. Anybody who can help in finding places for messages is asked to give them a call. The number is out of town. It's 407-362-3118. That is for any help in finding locations for message centers. We have word that free ice is available also if you need it. This is in Fort Lauderdale at Cash's Amico on State Road 84. Free ice to any hurricane victims. Of course, we'll have more as it comes in. Reporting live from the news desk, guys, Charles Molyneux.
Food, I don't know if they've just opened for business for the first time, but you can see the people pouring out. And this is probably their only opportunity to get some food and, you know, something to feed the kids or do whatever. And we've got Maurice, I guess, is hooked up in Skycam. Maurice, what are you seeing out there?
Hello, Maurice. Can you hear us? Jim Barry here.
Yeah, Jim, I can hear you. I don't know whether I have a hot mic.
You do, Maurice. We hear you loud and clear. Describe this scene out here. It looks like a huge line of people waiting to get in the store. Has it not opened yet, or is this a line of people waiting to get in an open store?
I don't know whether they're waiting to get in an open store or not yet, Jim, until I get around.
Okay.
I guess
yeah, and I think Maurice is going to be in and out because he's awfully far.
Yeah, what's happening, Jim, is I'm making turns all the time, and I've got to constantly switch when the transmitter tells me to.
All right. Maurice, try to give us the best description you can of the picture we're seeing. We see a long line of folks. Looks like they're waiting to get in the store. Can you shed any more light on what we're looking at now?
I don't know. I think Publix, because they came here in their own helicopter, I think they're giving away food that was inside there. So I think that's what that line is waiting for.
Okay.
So they're waiting to get in the store, or are they going to have the food outside in the parking lot, Maurice? I guess we have to wait and see, huh?
Well, it looked like they got it towards the front. You're walking into the store. They let them go into the store.
What time did this start this morning? Any idea, Maurice, or did you just get on the scene now?
No idea when it started. When I came down this way to bring food and things for our crews down this way, that's when I first spotted it.
And you're in Homestead, Maurice, that's correct?
That's affirmative. I'm in Homestead. There's also another market further up the line. When we leave here, we'll go up there.
Give me a better coordinate, Maurice.
We're on US 1, Jim, just as the main entrance going into Homestead. It's on the highway where they have the fighter plane monument that's sitting there on the corner of US 1 and one of their main streets.
All right, now I know exactly where you are. I see a chopper there. Is that one of the Publix choppers that you were referring to? And now we're looking at a building there that was just totally wiped out. What is this building that we're looking at now, Maurice, that's wiped out? Do you know?
I don't know what that building is, Jim. There's no name on it. All I know is next to the Publix market.
And that there's not much left of it.
Maurice, when you flew down this morning, was this a familiar sight, or is this the first time you've seen this many people together going after some food?
No, there's another market that's further up the road, closer to Cutler Ridge, is doing the same thing.
Looks like there's a pretty steady traffic flow on US 1. Is it clogged as it was yesterday with people trying to get down to the Keys? Give us an idea of the traffic situation.
No, the traffic situation is good. The cars that the people evidently came in, they're parked in the parking lot, so they're not causing a traffic jam.
Maurice, as an ex-military man, obviously you're not that far from the Air Force Base. We've heard the devastation down there. What have you heard about what the condition of Homestead is?
Homestead Air Force right now is nothing but a runway.
That's it?
That's it. The Officers Club, naturally I would know that. The buildings are all gone.
Yes.
It's unbelievable as we look at the situation, and it's understandable that folks would be showing up for food, and good to see that this is a line for donated food and not food for purchase. Maurice, you wouldn't happen to be going over the new ball field in Homestead now, would you?
Can you still hear us, Maurice?
Yes, I am. I had to look around and see
where you were.
Because his perspective up here has changed so much, being how there are no trees or anything,
right.
And that is the perfected Cleveland Indian. I'm sorry.
If we can take another swing back around there, because we've heard so much about that project. The Indians spent $10 million, and I guess the city of Homestead
right.
too, $10 million to lure the Cleveland Indians down here. Brand new scoreboard, state-of-the-art everything. And
Ron Frazier used the facility for the Olympic baseball tryouts, a beautiful facility, and through the bed tax, they really financed that all, and I guess they're getting ready to move in next spring training. But
well, the Homestead manager, mayor, who we spoke to yesterday, Tad DeMilli, vowed that it will be ready, and the Indians are promising a lot of help. And
yeah, you'll stay in line.
We'll be here later this month. Again, we're sweeping back over what appears to be a big apartment complex in Homestead. There you see a roof just sheared off, and the pictures speak 1,000 words, and I guess to be on the ground there gives you another awful perspective of the wrath of the storm. For those of you listening to us on Love 94, we are looking right now at pictures of Homestead, which is just ravaged by Hurricane Andrew. We've seen these pictures a lot, but the more we see them, it's almost unbelievable to watch as we see entire homes and communities leveled. Apparently, there's a big food line that's opening up now at a Publix store there at Homestead, and already a huge line of people there to get food, and we can only expect that that line will grow during the course of the day.
Maurice, let me ask you, people talk about this looking like a war zone. You have a very long military past, flying helicopters in Vietnam. Compare this a little bit. Does this look like a war zone to you when you've seen the devastation of, obviously, bombs going off?
This looks worse than some of the places I've seen where bombs have gone off and we did a good job. I think that you can put this in perspective, probably not the total area, but the small area destruction in the same context as Hiroshima.
Wow, that hits home. And now we are flying over the Homestead baseball field, and it looks like the stands there are pretty much ripped up. And looks like the parking lot of the facility, the field's torn up. Looks like some of the light towers withstood the storm pretty well.
Which is amazing.
Yeah, it is.